Let's look at the tables that show the specific ways transportation carries out its various subfunctions. Ways tables tell us how transportation does something. But first, a word about transportation contexts. On this website, you'll see graphs showing aviation's effectiveness in the 5 basic contexts found around the world: the road, river, ocean, trail, and no-mode transportation contexts. However, a 6th context was also identified, the multimode context. That's where people normally used more than one mode to get around. For the graphs, only data from the 5 basic contexts were used, as doing so keeps things simple and facilitates utilization of the findings. But for the ways tables, data from the multimode context were also used. Why is that? Because the additional findings help validate the ways. That is, they help confirm a particular way is indeed a means by which transportation carries out a subfunction. This example shows the ways aviation benefits the user's image. If someone was regarded well because they used aviation, that positive image helped them to do their work. And it makes sense, because if people think well of you, they're probably going to be more inclined to work with you. The tables are divided into 3 sections. At the top, in the darker color, are the predominant ways. If a way was mentioned by respondents in 5 or 6 transportation contexts, it was classified as predominant. If a way was mentioned in 3 or 4 contexts, it was classified as common. And if a way was mentioned in only 1 or 2 contexts, it was classified as less common. Furthermore, within each level of predominance, the ways are ordered by the number of times they were mentioned by respondents. So for example, we see "it enables workers to benefit the local people" is at the top of the predominant section. This means using aviation to serve the local people was a very important way aviation benefited the user's image, and thereby their work. Hence, using aircraft to serve local people should be given strong consideration when deciding how to use aviation. However, the ways tables have a limitation. Because every respondent was not asked how or why for every question, the resulting tallies were only indicators. In other words, the actual predominance of each way was not fully determined. Nonetheless, the tables do give us the approximate predominance of each way. You should also know there are ways tables for surface transport, and they're located in the surface transport section of the website. For example, here's the table for benefit to the user's image. The aviation tables are blue, and the surface tables are tan, but other than that, they follow the same format. And by the way, when it says none indicated, it means that no ways were identified in that level of predominance. And you'll note there are fewer surface tables and they contain fewer ways. Ways tables give us a much fuller understanding of how transportation carries out its subfunctions and thereby how it advances people's work.